By now, most people know that I obviously have a pretty serious interest in what goes on the internet. I do quite a bit of internet stuff myself. All my jobs for the last 15 years have been based on it. Back in 1998, I wrote a little paper called The Internet for my grad school paper and talked about how this internet thing might catch on a little bit. So with that, I'd like to share with you something that I have found that really has helped me make a difference in some of the habits I have to save a lot of money and get paid and to help other people save and make money. A good friend of mine I worked with at a small brewery that used to be based out of St. Louis, actually a very large brewery that used to be based out of St. Louis, we all know about. But Peter and I both worked there for about 10 years, and then they said, well, we're cutting costs and you're no longer needed here. So we each started our own endeavors. I've got a number of things I do, but this is one that after kind of blowing Peter off a little bit, I decided I better start looking at this after I found out a little bit more about it. And so here I have the opportunity to essentially everything on the face of the planet, basically, that I need, I can find through my website I purchased called stlmoneysaver.com. This is how you found this video, most likely. So with that, I'll show you a little bit of how it works. I've got some examples out there. You can click and watch the examples here. And get some information about images and data. But I'm going to do a search for dog food. I have two beautiful dogs that I love. They help protect the Cardinal Cowboy Domain compound. And but I got to feed these dogs. I need to buy dog food every month or so for these guys. I buy the big bag, and they're a bundle of joy, but got to feed them. So I found that I can get a great listing of available dog foods here right through my porthole here on STL Money Savers, which refers me to my account on Market America. You see here my customer manager is myself, and I get paid to buy the things I do there. So the dog food I found is actually very competitive, if not always cheaper than what I get. I found one time I think that a price was not cheaper, but then I decided, okay, but if it wasn't cheaper there, I'm going to go straight to the store that I go to anyway. Let's see what the price is if I do it that way. Now when I buy it there through the store, which has been linked through my account on Market America, STL Money Maker, or Money Saver, sorry, opportunity there for somebody. But I'll go to Petco, and that's where I buy my food. So I'll do my Control F here and type in PETCO. And it doesn't like my search. I can still go down. There we go. Let's get the P. Oh, we're on P. Alright, there it is. Peripheral vision failing me there. But you can see I get down to, there's Petco. Alright, shop now. Now it's going to launch to a new browser. It's going to take me to Petco, but it's going to keep track of everything that I do through Market America, so I get paid to do so. Now, I prefer a certain type of dog food. I like to give my dogs good food because I've heard all kinds of stories and done my own research to find out if you buy the cheap stuff, you're potentially feeding them all kinds of nasty things. Check that out sometime when you get a little extra time on the contents of some of your cheaper dog foods. But Nutro is one of the best rated dog foods you'll find out there. Here is the one I like in particular. And you can see why dogs do cost a little bit to maintain, but there is a tax write-off available if you have an office in your house and you have dogs, because it provides some security, that's for sure. Nobody messes with my house, because my dogs actually with the electric fence can come around to the front of the house and greet you, but that helps to make sure anybody is going to get in there. I like to take care of my dogs. So here you see this particular dog food is exactly the kind I buy, and it's on sale for $50.99. Well, let's test this out. I'm going to go to Petco directly and see. If I go through them directly, what do I find? Nutro. You'll see there is a dog food here that is exactly like I purchase every month that I usually go into the store to get, but have now become accustomed to, wow, I should probably buy this through here, and I'll explain why. So you see that the price for the dog food is exactly the same. They're going to track it with a little bit of a different coding up here with all this stuff. Directs, you know, this is coming straight to them for their website. Probably something to do with this identification number, not sure. But I've got similar stuff up here. And this one was directed to me through Market America. This is through going right to Petco. What is the price? This is rather interesting. You'll see, it looks like I might even be saving more money. Okay, no, it is exactly the same price. It looks like, I'll look at this price. It's $50.99. $50.99. So I'm paying the exact same price, except I'm going to get credit for buying it through Market America. STLmoneysaver.com. In doing that, over time, I'm going to end up with enough credit that I will end up with enough getting paid cash back for making purchases I had to make anyway. Going directly to Petco isn't going to allow that for me, and it's a fairly substantial contribution that's made back to me. Now you add that up, and over time I'm going to end up making hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars per month. My good friend Peter, we both went on our endeavors. I did my thing, was making $2,000 or $3,000 a month. He was now making $7,000 a month. He's essentially replaced his job at that brewery that used to be based out of St. Louis, just by buying things he does here and telling other people about it. So to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's stuff I'm going to do anyway. I like to do things online because now this stuff will just show up at my house. It saves me having to drive to the store. I know exactly what I need, so now it's just a matter of saving the time to do that and get it to show up at my house, and I get paid to do it. Then I can also share it with my friends. They save money, and I get paid for them to do it too. And it's actually spread out evenly among all the people that I have in my group instead of any kind of a pyramid. Everybody gets an equal share according to what they've got going with the work they've done to help people save money. So that's my intro with the first product you see there. If you do take a look at the actual samples page, I show you where live these televisions would have saved me if I'd have purchased one of these, but I was just checking the prices. Saved me a tremendous amount of money by purchasing them through Market America instead of going straight to Amazon.com or other related sites. So that is really a tremendous savings and an awesome ability for me to generate more revenue for myself at my house and to get products for a lot cheaper. Here's those examples. This is the best price I found. This TV is exactly the same. I've got it down to the specs, everything about the features. It is exactly the same television, and it's for their 37% savings. Well, at $630, Market America had it for $585. This is through Next Day PC. If you go scroll down just a little further, you'll see here's one. It's at Amazon.com. The exact same TV again, down to the specs, $520 versus $549. So, and then I get paid on top of that credits, business volume that is anywhere from dollar for dollar, point for dollar, or a little bit less or a little bit more. And would love to show you how that works so that you can start saving yourself a ton of money and save your friends and family a ton of money and make a substantial income yourself if you want to work at it just a little bit. I'm Carter. Thanks for watching.